This week on Capitol.
You should be aware that you and Mrs. McCandless both are in danger.
Mark is warned about Paula's evil intentions.
Do you really think you've won this round? And that you'll have my husband?
Step aside, Paula.
But can he rescue Clarissa in time?
Where is she?
Clarissa is gone.
As you can see, this rendering is a quite exceptional representation of the new research unit. There will be several isolation units here, which are essential, of course, for high-risk research. Now, I had hoped that Dr. James Reardon could be here to explain his plans personally for the new research unit. But it seems that Dr. Reardon prefers the climate of San Rios. He's down there attending yet another celebration in his honor. I do hope, however, that Dr. Reardon will be able to tear himself away from his many personal appearances and resume his research here. Now, if there are any further questions concerning the unit, please let me know. In that case, I'll turn the floor over to Mr. Coleman. Howard?
Thank you, Warren. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my unpleasant duty to introduce the last order of business before the board today. And that is, of course, to announce the resignation of Mr. Warren Andrews as Chief Administrator of Cedars Hospital. Mr. Andrews has been among the finest administrators in the history of this hospital. It is so rare to find an individual who always puts his job first, but Mr. Andrews did. Cedars has always been foremost in his mind. He has protected our staff, our patients, our public image, and most importantly, our budget. Now, Warren, I know this may be a lost cause, but I feel compelled to ask you, is there anything that this board can do to persuade you to change your mind and to stay on?
No, Howard, I'm afraid that's not possible. I've already accepted another position, and I have to assume my new responsibilities immediately.
Well, I am sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me assure you, though, and the board, that I won't be losing touch. Cedars is very special to me. It will always have a place near my heart. I plan to maintain very close relationships with it in the future.
Well, then that brings us to our next step, and that, of course, is the initiation of an executive search to find Warren's replacement.
Yes, Howard, if I may, I'd like to make my final act as administrator of Cedars the nomination of my successor.
I see nothing wrong with that. Does anyone?
Good. Thank you. The person I'd like to recommend is someone we all know and admire. Someone who's worked for Cedars for years in various capacities. Someone who knows the inner workings of this hospital and understands exactly what Cedars needs. My nomination for the new Chief Administrator of Cedars Hospital is Mrs. Maureen Bauer.
Sleep well?
No.
Wonder why no one else is up yet. They're usually all awake before me.
Oh, your dad's awake. He's upstairs getting changed.
Then you saw him already?
Mm-hmm.
And he saw you sleeping out here on the sofa?
Yeah, he was kind enough to wake me up. At which point I told him everything.
You did not.
Yeah, I did. I told him that we should separate.
Ooh. I bet Daddy was mad. I bet he hit the roof.
No, actually, he didn't, Mindy. Your dad wants us to do what's best for us.
Mm-hmm. No, you're lying. My daddy would never want us to get a divorce. Never in a million years.
Divorce, see? See? You think that a divorce is the best thing we can do.
I didn't say that. I didn't
maybe
say
that's what you just said.
No,
you did too.
Don't try to confuse me either. I just woke up. Look, we're not going to get into this divorce talk again. It's not going to happen. So just forget it.
No, wait a minute.
Oh, shut up, please. I'm just really getting sick and tired of you lecturing me all the time, telling me what to do. Even more so, I'm getting sick and tired of you trying to con me into some stupid divorce.
Well, Mindy, you got to admit I was right about one thing. We sure can't talk to each other, can we?
And why's that? I'll tell you why. because, Philip, you don't talk to me. You talk at me. You tell me, do this, do that, think this, think that. You know, you really ought to take a class in communications. I bet Rick could teach you a thing or two.
Rick! Hey, you're thinking about Rick. He's on your mind. I bet he's on your mind more than ever lately, isn't he?
Leave Rick out of this.
Hey, I didn't bring Rick up. You brought Rick up.
Leave him
No,
out.
come on. What's the matter? Come on, Mindy, what's wrong? What's wrong?
I'll tell you what's wrong. Rick is in love with Dr. Claire Ramsey.
He is not. I don't believe that.
Well, believe it, because it's the truth. I lost Rick to Dr. Ramsey, and he's madly in love with her.
You gonna tell me where you're going, or do I have to guess? You're going to the beach.
With Tanya.
Oh.
I figure I deserve it, you know. School's out, and I worked really hard this year and earned a lot of money, so I thought I'd say, why shouldn't I?
Right. Why not? You flying?
No.
Beth, you're not driving, are you? Beth, don't, man. They got speed traps all over those beach roads. They stop you, be dead meat, man.
Relax. We're leaving the driving up to the bus company.
Oh, that's a relief.
You know, Tanya and I just want to find a long strip of beach and bake in the sun for the whole time that we're there.
Sounds good. Hey, you two on company? I mean, I'll be glad to make a sacrifice and go with you.
You can't.
Why not? Oh, I get it, man. You're going to dream up some plan to tell me to take a hike, right?
I wouldn't tell you to take a hike. Why would I say something like that? I like you too much.
Whoa! Hold it here, man. Are you telling me that I might have a chance with you?
Anything's possible, Lou Jack.
Okay. So, you send me a postcard?
Yeah, a real tacky one.
Terrific. Look, I'll keep an eye on your room for you. Make sure no one rips it off, okay?
Lou Jack, I don't think anybody's going to be ripping off my room.
Hey. I'm going to miss you, lady. Lots.
You know something? I'm really going to miss you, too.
Chicken's here.
Oh, you went there.
Ooh.
No, we deserve something better.
Yeah, you do.
You've got a right.
I've got a right?
The chicken done right. The taste it says with just one bite. It's the one and only Kentucky Fried Chicken. We got a right to chicken done right.
Nobody does chicken like we do with the Colonel's secret blend of 11 herbs and spices.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, they do chicken right.
Hey, Texas.